And that's not me hating on no one. That's me again, putting my opinions out there, putting my observations out there. Yous, as I say, you're going to think the way you're going to think. I'm not trying to influence your mind. I'm not trying to influence the way you do whatever you're doing. You just come here, you watch me, you ask me something, give you my opinion. Whether you like it or not, don't give a f***. Mate, half of yous are blind anyway. Half of yous don't really give a f*** anyway. You're just here for the fun, aren't you? You've all got that attitude, oh, we die tomorrow. You know, just party on. You die every day, you just don't know it, mate. Yes, Karen. James says most people are woke. What do you mean, woke? Well, remember when we had Kanye West? How f***ing daft was all used? No? He's all got dragged in by the people that have been making your kids perverts, mate. All that movements. Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Kanye West, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Madonna. All of them. Just made your kids perverted, mate. Nicki Minaj. All of them. And you just led astray. You led astray. Alright then. If you could get on telly now, you'd get on telly now, wouldn't you? There's a reason why you can't get on telly, and there's a reason why they can get on telly. And again, that category, you know, if you're a Z-list celebrity, you probably promote this. If you're an A-star celebrity, you'll be promoting that for them. Regardless, you're paid, you're sponsored, and you've got agents. Them people that are paying you, them agents, they've got bosses, and they're paid by other bosses who are spinning the narrative on media. And it doesn't matter what platform you're on, they're all media platforms, and they're all owned by the same people that have wrote your cities off in newspapers all your lives. Same people, same corporations, spinning the narratives that they want you to believe in and follow, and you're all doing so. Doesn't matter what, you all think, oh, social media, it's the real source of information. Is it? If you believe social media is the real source of real information, you sounded like your dad when television came out and the news channels got put on them. Oh yeah, this is real information, this is real news. It's the same thing again for your kids. They spin a narrative. No one's believing normal media platforms now. The numbers are dwindling. You won't see a news channel on your telly anymore. It'll all be social media. On a telly, they can only interact with you so much. They can only get into your mind so much from a television. Doesn't matter how smart your telly is. They can only interact with your mind so much. The majority of people are watching social media on these handsets. And these handsets can interact with your mind 10 times more than that television ever will. So it's important that they drive us all onto here for every source of information that we get. Terrestrial telly stations will be gone soon. Just like they did with terrestrial airwaves, all gone. Made them all digital. Once they've got it all digital, everything digital, it's just flicking a switch. You can just go pink and control what you're watching. Pink, time to go to sleep. Pink, time to call your heads up and make that part of the city go off its barney. Simple as that, like a computer. Ding, 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 ding. Let's shut area 1 off. Area 2, area 3, area 4. Or let's shut down 15 minute city 1, 15 minute city 5. Let's put 15 minute city 7 on high alert. Let's shut all petrol pumps in District 19. That's how easy it's going to be for them. Sounds mad, doesn't it? because the world is mad. But here we are, looking at. So this is how it's going to go. Okay, this is my opinion on this conflict where you've got two forces of evil killing women and children. That's what you've got, haven't you? They're not even considering the women and children, are they? That's how you know they're evil. Doesn't matter what badge they've got on the uniforms, mate. They're evil. Doesn't matter what they're trying to say they represent. They're killing women and children. That should be the focal of everything you're thinking about. All how many women and children are getting killed, and what do women bring onto this earth? What do women bring onto this earth? You can't go and bang your boyfriend and 9 months later you've got someone that looks like you. Only a woman can bring men onto this planet. A man can't bring you here, lad. He might have his little shout and his little bit of seed, but your seed can be artificially made now. Do you understand what I'm saying? So without the women, we get no reproduction of mankind, do we? You just don't, do you? Without women, there's no reproduction of mankind. Simple as that. Unless they make what the, I need to come away from it because half of you will think, what the. Let me just give you a quick version of events. They don't want us to reproduce children. That's the angle with pride. That's why they're convincing through media on every platform your children that it's fine to go and marry that man if he's a boy. So they don't want us breeding, do they? The foods that they've been feeding us, the way they've been treating us, is making the birth rate fall naturally because of what's going on with people's bodies. Again, not reproducing. Look how much the stillbirth rate's going up. Look how many women want abortions. Look how many women want to get rid of kids before they've even brought them into the world. That's a mindset program that's being delivered by them for years and years. This is all to stop us reproducing as man and woman creating God's children. We're powerful. We have got the ability to create life. Who give us that responsibility? Who give man and woman the responsibility to create life? Do you understand? And who are they to tell us we shouldn't be creating life anymore? Because that's what they're telling us. That's what they're encouraging your girls to do. Get a girlfriend, don't get a boyfriend. That's what they're encouraging your boy to do. Go and get a boyfriend, don't get a girlfriend. Do you understand? Everything is to prevent the reproduction of mankind, I believe. Why? Because they've got this man versus machine type going on. Whether you like this or not, this is the way we're going. You're seeing it creep in. You're seeing machines and robots take over the responsibilities of mankind. On every front. Aren't you? I keep on bringing you back to how they practice and how they learn to be better at what they're implementing. And whether you like it or not, whether they've done it as a byproduct of wars or whether they've created wars so they've got reason to do what they're doing. If it's a byproduct, simply, all these soldiers, all them sons, all them men that are going to war, losing limbs and having to come back since World War One, they've been practicing on them with prosthetic limbs. Initially it was just wood, like a crutcher. Or today they're rigged up to the central nervous system and the heartbeat of the person that's got the prosthetic limb on him. Basically, you've got a man that's went to war, had all his limbs blew off him, survived and had prosthetic limbs put on him. Now that man is half human, half robot, whether used like that or not. Now what that's done for these cunts is prove to them that they don't need men for nothing now. That's how it is. So now, we don't need you to sleep with that woman. We need war fighters. Instead of us having to save 100,000 soldiers that we've left behind, we can just leave these half-man, half-soldiers because they were created in a test tube. Just like they've made Dolly the cloned sheep. Just like they can make you a designer baby right now. They can put a stem cell in a tube, in an incubator, give it blue eyes, blonde hair, big muscles, no genital area at all, completely nothing of that, none of this, just neutralised. We don't need them to reproduce. We don't need them to sleep with each other. We're making these. And this is where you need to understand where we're going with it. Honest to God, la. Think about it. It sounds far-fetched, doesn't it? When was Dolly the clone? When was Dolly the sheep cloned? 35 years ago. Do you think these evil bastards haven't been experimenting? Do you think that's ours? They've cloned a sheep. Think about it, la. You know, if your dog dies in America, you can pay someone to get you it back. Exactly the same colour eyes, exactly the dog itself, if it dies, you can take a little thing out of it, put it over there, and it grows again. This isn't happening in America. And that was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So where are they at now? Who's Dolly? Dolly was a sheep, mate. That they cloned. Cloned. So they had a sheep called Dolly, took one stem cell out of it, and grew a completely same sheep, identical to it in every way. Dolly the sheep. 1985 that was, or 95. So imagine what they've got now. You know when you're hearing all these conspiracy theories, oh, Kanye West's being cloned. You know, it's not far-fetched. So people in the dark who haven't got a clue, oh, here we go, people are cloned. It's not far-fetched, mate. If they can clone a sheep, why can't they clone a human? You know, they mightn't get the full 100% makeup of the human, but they've got technology to make it work, if you understand. They only need to work out how to make a heart, that's carbon. Once they know how to make a heart, the carbon, that's it, they're on a new level, aren't they? They're probably trying to now. An AI chip in your brain, carbon heart, prolific limbs, guns attached to them. Next level, innit? It's like Robocop. Exactly that. Half man, half machine. Efficient. Got eyes like a robot. Eyes like a facial recognition camera. Every movement. Automatic signals to your firearm. It's what it's like, honest to God, lad. It's going to be great if we're there. It'll be false if we're still existing. I think we'll be. I believe this. Listen, I believe the select amounts of human beings on this planet, loads will die, but the same amount will be born again, and we just go through wherever we end up on this cosmos, in this universe. I'm just thinking mad now. So, if we go back into dinosaur years, we'll all be dinosaurs. And birds. And fish.
What impact is that going to have?
Reincarnation. 3D computers type of shit's gone away then. Oh, but look, where does all this life come from? Have you ever thought about that? It's like, If you die in the sky, do you come back a bird?
People assume will automatically nick it to the last two when it gets beyond.
If you die in the sea, do you come back a fish?
And this is really the first.
If you die on land, do you come back anything on land?
I'm going to plan. The impact.
And this is just open thinking. This isn't like how I think. This is just like, you know, broaden the mind. Have a little mooch. See what we come out with here. Go on, throw something in. Let's see if we can instigate some mad conversation about something crazy. Come back a fish. You know that's a savvy lad. Alright, well, see the way we're meant to be having these shifts, aren't we? Shifts of energy. You know, they started that big atom speed thing years ago, and since then, we seem to be, the whole world seems to either be going, because we're going underwater. And that's not because we're sinking. It's because we're going higher. If you understand what I'm saying. So because the water's coming up, we automatically think, oh, we must be sinking. Or the water level's getting higher. When in reality, it's us elevating. And if we keep on going, if they say we are on a big flat plane of solid cosmos, and we're shifting up in this thing because of what they're doing, you know, don't be shocked if you've got half human, half dog serving you a pizza in your kebab place in 20 years. I was saying on YouTube 6 years ago, and I'm sticking by it, you will see a dog walking down the street on its back legs with clothes on in 20 years. I'm convinced they've already got them. I'm convinced somewhere in this world you have got dogs that naturally walk around on the back feet like a human, like Dog Tanyan. Honest to God, you thinking it can't happen? Watch, mate. Well, you're seeing little bits of it now, aren't you? You're seeing little bits where like dogs are able to walk for a minute on the back foot. Well, believe it or not, that's how it all starts. You know, they start from crawling, then they're up a bit, then they're on the back feet. Before you know it, the dogs that are coming after them are just born in that physical way. Have you seen the way we crawl as kids? And then we run round on our knees, and then before you know it, we're running round. Same thing, like, once you see a dog on his back feet bouncing around for a little minute, 2 years down the line, you'll see a dog doing it for 10 minutes. 4 years down the line, you'll see a dog doing it for an hour. When your kids are born in 20 years, the cod will be pushing the pram for you. You'll have your XL bully taking your kids down the park and that. Be great, wouldn't it? Here's what it is, people. Just open your minds. As I say, we're having a buzz here. This is not what I believe. But you know, it sounds outlandish, doesn't it? It sounds off the scale. But don't be surprised, lad. Trust me, mate. Don't be surprised. Did you ever think in your whole life when you were growing up, in 5 years you were going to see a man dressed as a woman parading himself, dancing around like a little You didn't, did you? You just didn't, did you? The closest thing you got to that was a jester in the old films. You know, to run round in them pride-looking suits with bells on the end. It's the closest you ever got to this, isn't it? So don't think for 1 minute that can't go on down there somewhere.
Tomorrow, all 4 candidates make a 20-minute speech to the activists and members here in Birmingham. It's been described by some as the
just look around. Do you think what's going on is normal?
promise in his speech tomorrow to increase defence
Listen. Honest to God, do you honestly like come up your house, just we'll go wherever you're going on your daily thing and just chill? Yeah. This is the way it's meant to be. Oh. Then three on the corner banging away. It's just normal, this. Yeah.
Have you ever seen any evidence?
Oh, and hell, he's hitting speeds with no legs in his wheelchair. I wonder where the f*** he's going. Who's that behind him? There's about 10 of them behind him chasing him. Wonder what they're after. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, hell, where have you two been? You're looking rotes off. Hair in a mess, lips by your knees. Hey, do you think this is normal? You're just about to get in and guess what? Start some guess what? Start some guess what? Start some guess what? Start some guess what? Start some
How are you going to pay for that? It's not 29 billion a year according to the IMF.
Do you understand what I mean, old people? It's not normal what's going on. It's not normal. And because it's not normal, and it's because it's chaotic and it's crazy, it's very difficult for you to remain normal. No one can tell you what's normal no more. What's normal? You tell me what a normal person is. You can't no more, can you? Can you? Got some people going on like the board here. That's all.
I get that, but where are you going to make the money elsewhere?
We're going to spend less as a government. We're going to spend better. We're going to spend on what we need to spend, not on everything.
So I think you want to hear them politicians. We'll spend on this, we won't spend on that. Don't want to hear that, we no more. We know what you're spending our dough on. It's not even our dough. It's not even them people that work and pay the taxes though, is it? I think we need a whole different power base in this country, don't we?